The mayor was out of town when our story on the motorcycles broke. Today he's back and he's talking. I caught up with the mayor today at the Detroit Yacht Club. Hey, Mr. Mayor. Can we ask you a couple questions about the police bikes? My first shot since our problem solver investigation about police motorcycles assigned to his security team. He says my story is all wet.
So my thing is just tell people the truth, Scott. This is one of those times where you went out there and it was a real bad story. I love your stuff, but this was a bad thing.
A bad story or just the mayor putting his spin on things? You be the judge. You saw the video. We found these 3 police Harleys in a garage on Belle Isle, shot the pictures through the window. Hello? While I was banging on doors for answers, the people inside ducked for cover. Then they rushed into the garage and sprayed the windows over. What were they trying to hide? I confirmed through numerous sources that the bikes, 2001 models, were assigned to the mayor's security staff. Motorcycles the city bought for traffic enforcement. This inspector in charge of the Harleys even told me why.
It's my understanding that the mayor leased a bike, and if he goes out riding on a Harley, well, his security should be right with him.
The mayor says he had nothing to do with that decision.
I have no 2001s or no knowledge of any bikes being registered to my unit at all. That's done through the police department. If there's any bikes assigned to our unit, I haven't seen them.
Mayor Kilpatrick claims the bikes we found in the garage are actually 99s used for training. This motorcycle cop says that's bull. He says he was supposed to get one of those 2001s that went to the mayor.
I arrived at the garage to pick up my bike as I was told, and I was informed my bike was no longer there and that it went to the mayor and his security.
The officer even snapped some pictures.
The lights were cut off and thrown into a box. They just snipped the wires and threw them in a box, and the bikes were gone.
The mayor says every cop in Detroit who needs a Harley has one. That's true, but listen to this.
Everyone in our motorcycle unit and detail has excellent bikes. They're all 2002 and above.
The mayor's just flat out wrong on that one. This bike in the 7th precinct is a 98. So's this one in the 5th. And this cop's rolling on a 98 too. And check this out, a Detroit News editorial. They're rapping the mayor for putting his security guys on city-owned bikes for joyriding. Here's the mayor trying to set the record straight on that.
I went through police training. Let me just stop and say that. Since I've gone through police training, I haven't been on a bike with police officers out there on bikes. They've been out there behind me in cars.
So why did they even have Harleys assigned to them? And there's one more issue. When we did our story, the mayor wasn't even licensed to ride a cycle. He said he was driving legally on an instructional permit.
Could you just tell me the status of your permit, Mr. Mayor? I just wondered when you got it.
I have a valid permit, and I passed the road test.
Late today, we got to the bottom of the license thing. According to state records, the mayor was issued a temporary instructional permit last July. That expired at the end of December, so the mayor hasn't been able to legally drive a motorcycle since then. We certainly did get his attention. He says he went in and passed his road test at 9 o'clock this morning, and he was planning to go into the Secretary of State sometime today to finish up the paperwork.